Hey guys, welcome back to Automation eLearn. In this video, I'm going to discuss how we can change the Git editor of your choice. Please note, here we are not going to discuss about the code editor, for example, Eclipse or IntelliJ. Rather, we are going to discuss to update the editor that Git uses many a times to get some input from the user. While using Git as a version control system, you might have noticed that sometimes when we execute few commands, Git opens one editor to get some input from the user. For example, commit messages, etc. So the editor that Git opens by default is Vim or Nano editor based on your settings. However, not everyone is comfortable working with those editors. Vim or Nano editor are not easy editors if you have never worked on these previously. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the solution, how we can update the Git editor of your choice. For example, instead of Vim or Nano, I want to configure Notepad so that next time Git opens Notepad instead of Vim or Nano. So guys, luckily Git allows you to change the editor that get opened by default very easily. You just have to change one small setting and then your editor will be updated as per your wish. Before we talk about the steps that we need to change in the settings, let's understand the situation where Git opens the default editor to get some input. Then we will see how to update the editor. So let me explain you the situation where Git opens the editor automatically. So here I'm referring sample project and let's check status over here. So we have one file which is untracked. Let's add it to staging area m1.txt and to commit, generally what happens is we execute this command git commit -m and here we give a commit message. But instead of specifying -m, if you just give git commit, then Git will open one editor. So currently this is Vim editor because we just gave git commit, the message part is missing. So Git opened this editor to take the commit message from the user. So this is the Vim editor. So to work with this editor, you need to understand how it works. For example, this editor is currently in the read only. Once you press I on your keyboard, it will be in editing mode and then you can type your message like adding new file, and after that you have to press escape colon. I want to save these changes, so I have to press W, which is write, and Q for quit. So these are the few steps that we have to follow in that particular sequence so that you can give your commit message in Vim editor and then you can save and quit. So for that we have to use colon, W for write and Q for quit and enter. Git has opened that editor where I gave the commit message and the commit is performed now. We can see this is the commit ID and this is the commit message that we have given in the Vim editor. So this is the situation. The another situation can be like if you are merging two branches and if it is not straightforward merge, then there will be a merge commit. For that merge commit which will be performed by Git itself, we need to give a commit message. So in that situation also Git will open the editor saying we need to specify the commit message so that there will be a proper commit message for the commit that Git is performing while merging two branches. So that is the another situation. There could be many more, but the main thing is how we can change the editor that Git opens by default. Because like I said, not everyone is comfortable working with Vim or Nano editor. So if you are using Windows operating system, then probably you can configure Notepad, or if you are on Mac, then you can configure some other editor which is easy to work with. So let's check how we can update the settings. So here if I'll execute git config list, this command will list out all the settings that is configured for my git. For example, here I have user.email, which is my email ID, and user.name, which is my name. And down here we have core.editor, which is configured as a Vim. So we have to change this property to some other editor in the git config. So let's see how we can do that. So we have to execute git config. I want to change it globally, so I have to use global flag, and the property name was core.editor, and I will simply give notepad.exe. So what this command will do is, we are referring to git config, the configuration in git, and we are updating it globally, and this is the property core.editor, and this is the new value of this property core.editor. Let's execute this, and let's cross verify git config list. And now if you notice here, for core.editor I have notepad.exe. So let's cross verify whether git is opening notepad now or not. So let's check the status. We don't have anything. Let's modify the m1 file again, vi m1.txt. Instead of modifying, you can also have a new file also, but let's quickly modify this. And now I have something to commit. So git add m1.txt and git commit. I'll not mention here -m, so that git will forcefully open the editor to get the commit message from me. So git commit, and see, this time instead of Vim, it's opening notepad.exe to get the commit message. Let's give some message. This is commit message from notepad, something like this, and just save it normally and close the editor. And here if you look at carefully, here the commit is performed. This is the commit ID, and this is the commit message that we have given in the notepad. Similarly, you can mention some other editor also if you want. You just need to modify core.editor property over here. So whatever editor name, editor process name you will give over here, git will open the same editor to get the input from you. This is the one way. The another way that you can do is, you can edit your git configurations directly. So there is a file called .git configuration. If you open this, and here we have few important details, for example email and the name, and also we have editor. So just now we have updated this as a notepad.exe, so it's reflecting over here. It's the same in one thing, if you change it from the editor, this file will only get updated, and you can also update it from here. Let's say I'm changing it back to Vim, and let's save this, go to console and verify this. So now if you see, core.editor is again pointing to Vim. So if you change it from the console, you need to execute this command, or you can open your git config file .git config and update the editor directly from here. Anything would work fine. That's all guys, that's all for this video. I hope you have learned something new today from this video. You can reach out to me if you have any doubts or any questions. Please subscribe to this channel to learn many other concepts and features. Thank you for running this one. Thank you.